And we are rolling on part 2 of our discussion of and debate on BDS on February 2nd at UCLA, where it's a beautiful day. Sunshine is shining. And we're about to hear from Jesse, who's on the affirmative, who's going to tell us why these BDS sanctions against Israel are wrong.
Hello everybody. Today, in the response to the statement BDS sanctions against Israel is wrong, I present my case in the affirmative. The problem in this case is the BDS sanctions are counterproductive to the future of equality for the Palestinians and to Israel, and pose a significant hindrance to the economic prosperity of both parties. The BDS movement unfairly targets the state of Israel, despite the many strides that Israel has made favoring humanitarian rights and democracy. An expansion of these rights can be found on the Gatestone Institute's website. Additionally, BDS negatively impacts the wrong individuals that it seeks to come after, such as those who have benefited from the medical, technological, and life-saving technology advances by the Israeli state. When we ask how big the problem is, the answer to that is that the problem can be felt worldwide. The debate is felt on all sorts of scales, ranging from university campuses to legislative bodies globally, and to the floor of the United Nations. The exact political and fiscal impact of the BDS movement remains somewhat unclear to this day, but current studies, especially by those of the national think tank RAND in 2005, assert that the estimates, given a successful BDS movement across the next 10 years, will cost Israel as much as $47 billion.
Use your voice. 47 billion dollars. Okay, good.
Why do we have this problem? One assertion by civil liberty leaders defender Alan Dershowitz is that the BDS movement has gained ground as an angered voice of dissent with what it hastily declares Israel as colonialism and apartheid. The movement has called for delegitimizing Israel, fueled in part by anti-Semitic sentiment and hatred in some supporters, as well as displaying intense aversion to peaceful negotiations, again, to the two-state solution. The solution in this case is the two-state solution that formally recognizes both Palestine and Israel as separate governing bodies. The BDS movement, at a minimum, must reconsider its platform and actions if the movement truly does favor the path to peace or even a two-state solution. It must make this significant rollback in its selective opposition to the state of Israel. It is also imperative that the BDS movement take a stronger stance against the persisting anti-Semitic rhetoric and expand its platform to other nations that carry out gross humanitarian violations, such as those in China, in Russia, in Turkey, and of course Syria. Will the solution work? The two-state solution will be economically beneficial to both Israel and Palestine. Across the next 10 years, RAND estimates that the two-state solution would benefit both the Palestinian economy by approximately $50 billion and the Israeli economy by $123 billion.
Good.
While Palestine seems to get the lesser end of that deal, RAND estimates that the growth for Palestine will see an average income per capita increase by about 36%, with Israel at just about 5%. All these estimates are projected for the year 2024, again by the RAND Corporation. Given that there still exists support for the two-state solution, reductions in the Palestine-only platforms that continue to be perpetuated by BDS will foster a strengthening for lines of communication between BDS and the leaders of Israel. It is the only solution that we have left, despite difficult to reach, the one-state solution for either Palestine or Israel is no longer an option. The advantages of this proposal provides a solution to the coexistence of both Israel and Palestine as separate governing bodies, as mentioned before, with desirable benefits for both. Stephen Walt, professor of international affairs at Harvard, has argued that the two-state solution will likely result in enhances in mutual security and possible enhanced relation with the Middle East for Israel. Consider again the Rand Corporation's study that allows for the two-state solution to bring forth the opportunity to bring $170 billion in total to the regional economy.
15 seconds left.
15 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, which outweighs? Given the presentation of these findings, the optimal path to peace and economic advancement relies on the unity of the state of Israel and Palestine to form peaceful negotiations. The hurdle of conjuring enthusiasm of the continuation of peaceful negotiation remains difficult. Now, based on these findings, we can conclude that the boycott, divestment, and sanctions movement is wrong because it continues to foster rhetoric that builds opposition to the only remaining resolution, the two-state solution. Furthermore, such opposition has only contributed to the growth of the deepening divide between Israel and Palestine. Thank you.
Thank you. 544. Do we have someone that's negative that is not, on the negative side, that has not done a cross-examination? No one's negative that hasn't done a cross-examination? Oh. Thank you! I like your scarf.
Thank you.
Okay, could you stand closer to each other so I could get you both in the camera? Thank you. And stand over that way more. Yeah. And introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Antonia James, and I'll be representing the side of the negative.
Okay, Antonia, begin.
Okay, one of the statements you mentioned was that it was time to focus on the problems with this similar case in other nations such as China and so on. Why do we feel the need to hurry up and move past this issue to get to more? Like, why should we ignore this one to hurry up and
Stare at this handsome professor, not him.
Why should we hurry up and get past the BDS problem that's going on when we can put focus into this, and when this is accurately solved, we can move on? Why is there a rush?
I argue that there is no rush, and that it's not about belittling the conflict that lies between Israel and Palestine. It's about the fact that this debate and these assertions brought forward by BDS has reeled back the global attention of...
So you're stating that the global attention was on it at first. Do you have any sources to prove that?
Handsome professor. Yeah. Do you have any statement to prove it? Your answer was no, right?
Research specifically on this, I'm mainly going by the headlines that I have researched.
Such as
all of those surrounding this conflict.
So it's focusing on this conflict and not the ones globally. Yes.
Right. I'm just noticing that in general, the media has taken a bit of a general aversion to say the conflicts in Syria, to the conflicts in
But is that
China.
really the fault of the BDS movement that the media is choosing them to focus on?
I concede that while BDS can't take all of the blame for that, it is in part to blame for such consequences.
1 minute left.
What would be your given time frame of how long it would take Israel and Palestine to be on this agreement where they would enhance, as you said, mutual security?
Mutual security, that it depends entirely on when both leaders of Israel and Palestine are willing to negotiate. I will
That's time.
concede.
Thank you.
Oh,
Okay, very quickly, very nice. There's another class waiting to get in. Let me quickly give some critique. First off, you do this with your fingers. It's called steepling. Don't do that. That denotes superiority. And you don't want to do that. Either this or this, okay? So watch out for that. Good penetrating questions. Good zinging in on his lack of evidence and support for his claims. So, and just remember who you're trying to persuade. He'll never change his mind. I liked your brief. You got right to the point on every one of your issues. You plowed through it very nicely. You made a strong case for, I think she misunderstood the way you made your case, why BDS does not advocate a boycott for any of the other atrocity-ridden nations. They could easily do so. Doesn't mean, and they don't. And that makes people very suspicious that they're anti-Semitic. It doesn't necessarily prove it, but it makes one suspicious. Your RAND study was very powerful and well-cited and supported. Good job. Thank you. Okay, our work is done, folks. Where are we meeting next week? Faculty Center. What time are we meeting? 12 noon.
Okay.
Try to come a little early so you get a good seat.
Will we be finishing after the debate?
Yeah.
I
The week after.
So do you not want us to turn it in if we haven't gone yet?
No, I want you to hang on to it. Yeah.
You have another copy of the syllabus?
Get your act together, dude. Come on.
Thank you, sir. I'll see you later.
Don't make me shame you. Thank you for being the monitor.
I got pretty nervous with the cross-examination, I'm sure. I think I adapted more to...
Yeah.
I think I got a little nervous with the whole cross-examination because
Sam, can you help me pack up?
Informing
Put that
my
in the
brief,
folder in this folder here. Yeah, keep going.
informing my brief, I think I focused a lot of the attention to making it to creating an easy flow to read to the class.
Yes.
And consequently, I didn't really absorb the message of everything that I wrote, said, and
I think you're right.
and I suffered a little bit
Yes,
when
you did.
when the hardball questions came.
You weren't there to have the good answer. Can you get my escape over there, please?